Hey, it's time to dish with D. That's me. Yeah, I'm in the house for the weigh-in and meeting topic du jour because next door they're mowing the grass. And I want to get this done. I don't want to wait. They just started, so I got stuff to do. I got desserts to make. So I thought I'll just come down here in the hub of Dish with D where I do my lives. If you don't know that, you're obviously not attending Tea with D, which I go live every night around 7:30 Eastern time, right here in my basement. And we do a what I call Weight Watchers weight loss support chat. You're all welcome to come anytime. So let's get to the meeting. My weigh-in. I say the same. Shock. I actually expected to be up. I won't lie. I did expect to be up. So I was still 156.6, which I'm still 0.6 above goal. So, but you saw the week I had. You heard my little, So the fact that I reined it back in and still came the same is a good thing. So, like I said, I don't expect a loss because you very rarely get losses when you're at a lower weight. It's just harder. You really gotta tighten it in. And I, again, not looking for a loss. Actually, I am. Well, not this week because I had that, But this week I will be the perfectly on plan girl, which I never am because, first of all, I don't believe about perfectly on plan, but because of Thanksgiving, yes, I need to rein it in, drop it like it's hot. Today, I had my breakfast already, and I stayed at one point. I will not be eating my weeklies today like I normally do on my weigh-in day because girls got to rein it in. Thanksgiving's over a week away, so sorry about that. So, yeah, if you didn't see my Thanksgiving Strategies 101, part 1 and 2, I will link them here because they're important because Thanksgiving can get away from us. And not that you shouldn't have a good time on Thanksgiving, but it's only, Christmas is coming too. So, or Hanukkah or whatever holiday you celebrate is coming. So we need to save, I'm not saying I'm not going to gain. I just want to gain it all on the first holiday. All right. What is the recipe du jour, D? Rosemary pork with Brussels sprouts, sweet potatoes, and grapes. I love everything about the grapes. I don't like roasted grapes, but that's me. I love everything else roasted. If you've never roasted Brussels sprouts, you need to. Yeah, I would definitely take the grapes out. Is there any balsamic vinegar? Because I think balsamic vinegar would go great with the pork and the Brussels. I don't see it. It's 9 points on green and blue and 5 on purple. Not sure why it's 5 on purple. What did they put 0 in here that? Inquiring minds want to know. I'm not really quite the sweet potatoes. Jeez, look at the amount of sweet potatoes in this recipe, and you're going to sit there and you're going to charge people 4 points for that? That's ridiculous because of the amount of sweet potatoes in this, it's a pound. There's no pound of sweet potatoes in this recipe. If there is, well, maybe there is. But really? You guys are going to pay 4 points for those 4 strips of potatoes? Something seems off about that. That's me personally. I don't know. It doesn't look like this doesn't look like there's enough potatoes on there. WW. I'm not sure. But I like the idea of roasting everything. I need to do more sheet pans. I just don't do enough. But here I will screenshot that recipe for you. All right, do I have my glasses? Because I never can see, and it's really pathetic that I can't read. All right, your dining in or out guide. It's week 4 in their weekly series of fan favorites. I do like the dining in or out guide. Dining out, actually. Sure, dining out and celebrating looks different this year. Yeah, you can't really dine out, technically. But there are still plenty of ways to enjoy yourself and still lose weight. With the holiday season right around the corner, lean on your tried and true and fan favorite strategies to eat what you love to stay on track. What to do? It reminds me of that, Titanic. Rose is displeased. What to do? I don't know. Sorry, I scrolled about that. Number 1, do your research. Take a look at the menu online. I do that all the time. I think I vlog about that constantly, about eating out. They probably took this from my vlog. I always ask my husband where we're going, and if it's most restaurants have a website, I go on there, I look at their menu this way. I know what I'm going to have. And when we go there, I just make sure the menu is the same because sometimes the online isn't updated. Yeah. Sometimes they'll put their specials up too, which is kind of fun. So I know what I'm going to have, so I don't need to look at the menu unless it's changed. This way I don't, because you might pick out something and you get open the menu just to, read it, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, I'd rather have that. Yeah. No, I don't pick the menu up unless it's changed. And it's pre-tracked and perfect, and I could plan my day around it, especially if it's a higher point place, if it's a steak joint, because you gotta have a steak in a steak joint. I plan my rest of my day, so it's so imperative to do that. If you know in advance, you don't always. All right, raise your glass. Why do I not see this? If you do, oh my God, it's like printed over, look, it printed over the thing, I can't read it. It's about cocktails. If you choose to have an adult beverage and it's your choice, plan it. Have one, have two. Know what you're drinking, point it out, watch your pours. Not all pours are created equal. Some are bigger, some are smaller. We'll skip that one. Set the mood. If you're missing the ambiance from a restaurant or a large gathering, recreate the vibe. Use your fancy plates, put out placemats, and stream a good playlist. So basically, decorate your house. Start snacking. If you've got that right. Have some Lyra Point. Yes, I say this all the time as well. Never go anywhere starving. Starving people make bad choices. They do, because they get to the point where they'll eat anything and they don't. And they justify eating because they're starving. But I get that. I know I don't make choices. That's why I snack sometimes, because I cannot go into dinner famished. Well, you saw what happened with me in the bars this week. I was starving, and I don't know why. I had lunch. I guess I didn't need a snack, and I wasn't home for it. And I just went in there and didn't care. We don't want the don't care. 5, snap a photo. It is tracking during meals getting in the way of actually eating. Take a picture of your meal and track it later. Always a good thing. I tend to track what I eat. It takes me off. I use the little fast track because it's just easy. That's what I tell people. Well, how do I track? You just sit there and you look at your plate and you point it. 2 points for this, a point for that, a point for the oil, and then you add it, and I just do a quick add. Dinner, 6 points, done. Like, if you're not a tracker that wants to track, try tracking it like that and put it in as a meal. Dinner, 6 points. Breakfast, 2 points. And be done with it. It takes you all 30, not even 30 seconds. And I definitely, of course, you want to get your wins. I don't know about you, but I like getting wins. I like getting free stuff. And they knew that when they thought of that. Like, people love getting freebies, so let them work for it. And let me tell you, that's helped in my tracking 150%. I track all the time and you can go back and track later too. If, like, say you do want to snap a picture and you didn't do it when you got home and it's 2 days later, I never tracked that dinner. You can scroll back to that day and track that dinner and still get your rewards. Win-win in my book. Like I said, eating out, I believe, on this program is much easier than any of the programs I've ever had. Like, especially through Blue and Purple, all your lean proteins are 0. Every piece of fish is 0. It's the sauce you have it in. And if you're having a 0-point piece of fish, you can add some kind of a sauce if you choose. I'm a purist. I like my things pretty much grilled and seasoned. I don't like sauces on things. I want to taste the food. I want to taste the steak. I want to taste the chicken. I want to taste the fish. I don't want to taste the cream sauce because I might as well have a bowl of cream sauce. I like the way the food tastes. I love the way roasting enhances the flavor of potatoes, vegetables, meats. I love that char and that it gives it. And yeah, I have to count oil. So be it. It's not that much. I will live, and oil is important in your plan. So yeah, that is, I eat it all. No, we used to when we didn't have COVID. I ate it all the time. I used to struggle on the other plans. I will agree. I did struggle. I didn't enjoy going out because I was like, what am I going to get? And some restaurants have really good light menus. I know Ruby Tuesdays had some light options. The Cheesecake Factory has a whole menu of, when people ask, I say Cheesecake Factory. Granted, the cheesecake is not even close to being point friendly. I mean, we had gotten a gift card, and the cheesecake, which you can go to Cheesecake Factory, I'd have cheesecake, was 85 points a slice. Even if we shared it, it's still 40 points a slice. It was like, so we went with the low carb cheesecake, which was 27 points a slice, and half of that was like 14 points. So I can do 14 points for a half a piece of cheesecake. And truth be told, I had plenty to eat and I didn't really want a whole piece of cheesecake anyway. So it definitely worked out. And their low carb cheesecake was amazing. I mean, it was delicious. I'm sure the other cheesecakes are amazing, but maybe if there was 3 of us, I maybe had a third one of or a cup. But I know me, and I can't stop at 1 or 2 forkfuls of that kind of a cheesecake. You know who you are. Hence why I make the mug cheesecakes. And they're here on the channel. If you have not seen them, go look at the mug cheesecakes. You'll thank me later. One and done. That's my new motto. One and done. Because sometimes when things linger around, you eat too much of it. I am who I am. I am a girl with a food addiction. Finally took me years to admit that, but yes. But yeah, dining out, really, I mean, like I said, if you can't save your points, you could double veg and get a side salad. Remember, salad is not a meal. Salad is a side dish. It's my theme thing. Salad is not a meal. Salad is a side dish. So yeah, like if I don't have that many points, I double veg it and I save points there. And if the bread is there and I don't have the points for it, then I kind of tell my husband to put it on the other side of the table. But normally, I know me, I like bread, and certain restaurants have better bread than others. Besides being a pasta snob, I am a bread snob. And I grew up in Philadelphia. And if you know Philly, they're known for their bread. We had beautiful brick oven bakeries on the corners of our neighborhood. And I'm used to nice crusty bread. So not all bread, like I'll look at something, I'm like, yeah, that's not good. So that doesn't bother me. But you get yourself a nice chewy crusty roll. Yeah, all bets were. We were at a restaurant with my son and they had these rolls and I went, because you don't always get good bread. And when in Rome, it was what it was. I'm human and I like bread and sometimes you don't get it. And when you're out, I indulged. I didn't have dessert, so that was a win. It is what it is. Some weeks it just is. So that is the topic. Your dining in or out guide. I suggest always, my big thing is do your research. That is the hugest thing, is look at the menu before. This way you're geared to what you're going to eat and you're focused on that. Yeah, because if you just go in there blind and you see all the fabulous things on that menu, you'll be like, ooh, I really want that. I don't want that. I want that. And that you might not have points for, but this you do. And like I said, sometimes we have the higher point, like pastas, the gnocchi. I go out and I have gnocchi once in a while because some days I want it. Sometimes I have half the portion, bring the rest home. My husband finishes it the next day. There are some things I'm like I always say, I'm not 5. If I want it, I'm going to have it. If I don't have the points for it, some days, oh well. I just have to. Weeklies are for. If I run out of weeklies, it is what it is some weeks. As long as it's not something I do habitually, and it's not. And I think because I do things once in a while, I don't have these like crazy, eat the whole plate of gnocchi. I love gnocchi. I'm thinking about making them. I've never made them, and I've heard people talk about making them with the powdered potatoes. I don't know. We'll see. I think maybe that'd be a light way to make gnocchi. The cauliflower ones are okay from Trader Joe's. I do enjoy them. But I'd like to see if I can do it maybe with a powdered potato. What do you say? Who wants to see that? Let me know in the comment section below. And I'll work on that. Have a great rest of your day. Let me know how you did this week. And if you enjoy these weigh-in videos, please give them a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed, there's a subscribe button right there. I highly recommend that you hit it. Hit that bell. Let you know when I upload, when I go live. And please come to the tea room. I'd love to have you. And the girls are very supportive there. And you will find that could be your new WW meeting. It's a great, great resource. Take advantage of these things. Have a great day. We will dish another day. I gotta go make a dumb cake in a mug. Chocolate. See you later.